this.
Why are you on your phone jerking off?
Bro, driving. You know what I was talking about with somebody the other day? Avocados be horny as hell.
Well, that's where we're starting.
If you think about it, how are avocados not horny? They walking around all day with a giant nut in them.
But how does
Big nut,
but
too.
well, does that mean they're just pregnant?
Nah, because there's no baby. They just walking around nutted up.
But let me ask you this, though. Is that seed, if you take that seed out and you put it in the ground, you get avocados?
Yes.
Guys, I don't think so.
It's literally like that with
It's
so
the
many
seed?
fruits. Yes.
Okay. So
How do you think they grow?
I don't know. I don't know if that's
You
the
just
seed.
Take an emoji avocado and they just put water on it and your phone just turns into an avocado. What do they grow on? Trees? Trees.
Vines? No, avocado trees. Yeah. I don't know. Bees, dude.
Vines are so elegant for no reason.
Vines are elegant only when they're on a thing. Only when they're in like Savannah, Georgia, and they're like cascading down
Yeah, but
like
also-
a nice Victorian home.
Yeah, but like vines on the ground, you're like, what? Get it together, you know? But then you like walk by and there's a bunch of grapes. You're like, what am I in Florence, Italy?
You know what's hilarious? Is to make wine, you gotta step on grapes. Who is the first person to be like, hey, let's step on all these motherfuckers with their disgusting orphan feet? Let's do that.
I think it was a kid who got sent to timeout. And they're like, Rodney, go out there. You know what you got to do. And they're like, all right. Well,
And just started stepping on grapes?
Yeah.
I think all of those processes are so hilarious. Like someone had to, I mean, they fucked up a bunch before they came up with wine, you know?
Yeah.
Because they had to, because you had to ferment that shit.
What does
Isn't-
ferment mean?
I think ferment just means sit that shit out.
Why is this on timeout? It's just crazy though. Eventually you take fruit and it can get you drunk. Like what a fucking, like
Is it all fruit?
I don't know.
Like mangoes, you get drunk as fuck off mangoes? Because I think it's like the mold from the
Mold?
fermentation. I think when you ferment something, it just essentially is mold.
What?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever try to make Skittles vodka in high school?
I did. It was trash.
Yeah, it's so trash.
Dude, you'd think it'd be so good. You're like, or gummy worms, gummy bears. It looks cool. Then you try a sip and you're like, bitch, what?
Hold on.
Or
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about this.
so, I mean, you would just take like a bunch of Skittles.
Yeah.
And you would just, I mean, you could pour them all in there, or you could be like, this is the blue one, this is the yellow one, and then you like separate them, and then you put it in like a, you know, like a clear bottle, and then you put all the Skittles on the bottom, and then you pour vodka in it, and then overnight the alcohol eats away at it, and then it's supposed to be like that flavor of vodka,
Oh,
but it's just a fuck ton of sugar and tastes like shit.
so it doesn't work at all.
No, just
Not
drink
really.
blue UV if you really want
Dude,
it. you know?
UV, that stuff will get you going. What's the most frustrating is like you see something cool, or have you guys ever tried to make like watermelon soaked vodka, or you know what I mean, soaked watermelon?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that with like Everclear and like watermelon, and like it sucks because it like obviously the gravity's gonna pull to the bottom, so the pieces on the top you're like, this is so good, and you have a piece on the bottom and you're like, yo, I'm drunk off a square, baby.
Dog. The Everclear shit we used to take shots of that shit.
Yeah.
Gugh.
I used to take shots of 151, which is whatever that is divided by 2 is
75.5.
Dude, that screen on good math.
Thank you.
Great math. The screen on 151 is like a metal like strainer. And you can't, like, you're not supposed to take it off, and we're just chugging out of it. It's terrible. It's the worst flavor ever. Did we find out about the avocado nut?
The avocado nut is a seed. You can plant a new avocado tree from
What
that.
the fuck?
Yes.
Avocado trees get big, dude. They've got one in my new backyard. It's like the avocado trees.
flex
are-
on us,
Oh,
Gabe.
what's up, new backyard?
Backyard?
Yeah, got a backyard with a 100-year-old avocado tree, and that thing's fucking huge, man.
Really?
I think any tree that's 100 years old is going to be massive, right? You
But
look at it.
I think about fruit trees as being like,
Bitches.
yeah.
Nah, dude, you look at
Not too
a
many like fruit trees where you're like, I'm scared to eat that plum.
But if you look at like 100-year-old orange tree, I'm sure it's massive. I don't think trees like they stop growing, right? They like grow forever. I don't think they have like they're just like capped out like, oh, you're done. You look at a tree that's a really, really old, it's massive.
Yeah, but those are also like in sequoias and in parks.
Well, he was talking about a 100-year-old avocado tree, and it was like massive. I don't think do trees stop growing? I don't think photosynthesis ever stops. I don't know what that means.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they can.
they stop growing.
All I know is my parents got an orange tree in the back, and that bitch is old, but
It's big, right?
it's more girthy.
That's what
Which
I'm
is
saying.
not a good way to
trees,
describe
Can you just Google that?
That's a
Do
lemon
trees
tree.
stop growing?
Let's try.
All right, no, what do you mean that's dry?
Bro, the FBI agent who's watching you through your camera is like, God, what the fuck's this blouse?
Hold on. Well, Gabe, why are you looking at this?
The answer is both yes and no. The trunks of trees keep getting wider, and trees add new rings year after year. But for all practical
the ring
purposes,
shit is hard.
They do stop growing in height.
They do.
Yeah.
The ring shit is smart. Why don't people have that?
We do. You ever cut your dick in half?
What?
Yeah, that's how big. That's how you know how old you are. That's how they do autopsies.
Dude, if we had rings to show how old we were, you like to get into a bar, you wouldn't even need a driver's license.
That would
you
be
imagine being out
sick,
front.
dude.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? Is that a ring? Is that a Sharpie? How old are you? 21 or 20?
Is that a mole? Probably.
You literally just put a string of yarn around your face. I'm 27? Question mark.
You remember how bad your fake ID was?
Yeah, dude,
My
I have one
shit
from Florida.
Was trash.
But like, what's funny is I knew somebody from Florida, and they're like, "Yeah, this looks really accurate." So maybe Florida IDs in general just look sketchy, but that makes sense.
yeah, I think Florida as a state is sketchy.
Was yours one made after you, or just somebody who looked like you?
So my first one that I had a fraternity brother that sort of looked like me. And when I say sort of, he had dark hair. Like it was
Yeah.
sort of close. We had like the similar like
Dude.
eyebrows, but like it wasn't close.
It never works for guys like the handoff. The girls can pull it off pretty well. They'll be like, she's a senior in the sorority. It was a lot of that shit.
Yes.
And then like some freshman would have it, and you're like, y'all both got brown hair, and that's it.
Yeah, but they're not stringent with women getting into places.
Nah.
I saw a baby one time get in.
Oh!
Shut up! Something just fell in the studio. But
Are you writing? What are we talking about?
I don't know. We're trying to figure. Oh, so we're trying to figure out the girl. Oh no, this is what I was. I mean, I brought the baby thing, but I was just fucking around. But what I was gonna say is, it's so funny how like bouncers will let any like if you're a woman,
Yeah.
you in there.
Yeah, well, it's funny how
Like,
they
you
like
in there.
pretend to look. They do this and they look up, then they look back down, and then they're
Yeah.
like, you're just trying to check her out a few times. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, you're not doing math, dude. You're not doing math.
I'm so bad with all that stuff that I
Oof.
always panic when they're like, "What year were you born?" You're like, "Human?" Question mark.
Dude, when
Tomorrow? Yesterday?
when someone asks you like a quick ass
420?
question like that, you're like, you just always feel like you're in trouble. Like you always just
Yeah.
feel like you're drastically in trouble.
One time, my friend used I think it was fake, but they asked him to do his signature.
Oh my god.
You're like, what? Who? What are you gonna show the cop? Be like, yeah, it's a pretty good signature.
You know what's so funny is when I used to have my fake ID, they would ask me, they'd be like, okay, cool, so this is you? I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, all right, well, let me see your credit card. I'd be like, I don't have anything else. He goes,
Yeah.
and then smartly, they'd be like, okay, let me ask you this. So you came to a bar with no money? And I was like, yeah, my friend's gonna pay him. Like, I would just, like,
It's
just
my
make up,
birthday.
just
No, it
make up shit.
Yeah, I was gonna flash my pecs for a free shot of vodka.
Or, you know what they do too, which is very smart? They go, what's your address?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's what they fuck you up on, right? They ask you your address, and obviously you're going to know that because you memorized that bitch, right?
Yeah.
But what fucks you up is when the bouncer is from that state. Because then the bouncer asks you some specific shit.
Dude, that'd be a funny sketch, actually. He's like, so where'd you go to high school? Okay, who was your third grade teacher? Or like, who's
Exactly.
from there? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. So what grocery store is on 3rd and Main? Lassen's? No!
You know that avocados have seeds?
He's like, hold up, what? Get in there. Yeah. It was always I also think there was probably a level of they knew right off the bat. This how you pulled it out. If you pull out your fake ID and
Yeah.
your hand's shaking, you're 19.
Dude, that's so funny.
That's what happened to me in Vegas. We all use fake IDs. We didn't even get our. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go.
Not sorry. You know when people say sorry to cut you off, they don't really care because they just keep going about their day.
Yeah, not to be judgmental. 100% I'm judging the fuck out of you.
Not to cut you off, but here's what I'm gonna
yeah,
say.
exactly.
But remember what you're gonna say.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, I lost it.
Damn it.
No, I don't. No, I didn't. I got it.
Go for it.
What's up, all my Sock Talk soccer moms? What's going on? This episode is brought to you by none other than Honey. Not the one that shrunk the kids. That guy should be in jail. But the one that saves you money. That's right, I'm talking about joinhoney.com, okay? Now, what is joinhoney.com, Trevor? You're spewing these words that we don't know. Well, let me break it down for you, okay? It's a website extension that helps you save money using coupons on the interwebs to save you money. And guess what? It's free. How does it work? Let me tell you. You go to adidas.com. You want to buy some new feet because, I don't know, people are staring at your feet too much while you're recording the podcast all day. Michael. Anyways, I go to checkout, right? And they always got that little mischievous little box. It's like, hey, you got a code? Well, you do now. Thanks to your lovely friends over at joinhoney.com and your Stiff Socks family. Me, Michael, and Gabe. And Gabe's goddamn beautiful eyes. So what you do is you go to checkout and you click the extension and it drops down and scans the whole interwebs to find you a code to get you a discount, all right? And it could be 10% off, it could be 30%. Dude, it's fucking, whatever the internet has to offer, it's there, all right? Look, I just bought some of these little Adidas, you know, because I aspire to Kanye West and I live, eat, and breathe the Kardashians. And oh, fucking spider just flew across my face. I'm recording in my parents' backyard. What's happening? It's coronavirus. I'm not going to mall. Thus, buy shit online, all right? Okay, look at this. I just saved $16.50 on here. You know what that is? That's like 8 Bang energy drinks. I don't know. It's a lot of money, but it all adds up, all right? So just look, it's an ad. We're not asking for much for you guys. So next time you're online shopping, which is literally like every day, just promise us that you'll at least check out Honey, all right? And if you don't use Honey, you're literally missing out on free money. Like it's installed in seconds, like longer than I last in bed, like 6 seconds. Like it's quicker than that. So like just download the shit. And plus, if you get it, you're supporting them, you're supporting your wallet, and you're supporting us. Your little sexy little stiff socks fams. What else are you gonna do? Just not save money? What are you, Elon Musk? And if you are Elon Musk, send us a Tesla, please. Somebody, all right? It's 2020. Why can't I order a Tesla for my AirPods yet? It's 2020. Why can't I order a Tesla for my AirPod Pros yet, huh? Somebody fix it. Who do I talk to? The mayor? Kanye? SpongeBob? Somebody. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/socks. One more time, that is joinhoney.com/socks. On with the episode, you little sexy bad boys.
I don't know if I ever told this story on the podcast, but when I was in Harlem, they do this thing where, like, they try to scam you, where, like, you're walking up the stairs of the subway, someone will walk down the stairs and be holding, like, a glass, like, liquor bottle, and it's filled with water. But what they do is they walk next to you and sort of lunge themselves into you, and then they drop the liquor, and it breaks on the ground. It's like vodka, like Grey Goose, whatever. And they go, "Oh, come on, dude! Like that's fucking. Are you kidding me? That's $75. Like you owe me $75. Like you fucking broke that shit. Like it's like a scam. And if you're like new to the city or like a tourist, whatever, you just like, oh fuck, dude, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And you just hand them money, right? So that happened to me, and the dude was the guy was so hyped up. And I was like, and it was like late, you know, and I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. Like, and he's like, yeah, man, it's like $50, dude. It's like $50. I was like, all right, man, I don't have any cash, but I'll get some for you. No worries, man. It's all good. Like, I apologize, right? So we're walking.
That's an awkward walk.
Oh, very awkward. So we're walking, and then he goes, yeah, man, because you know you broke it, and I'm like on my way to Baltimore, blah 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 blah, and I'm from Maryland. So then my brain starts going, yeah. So my brain starts going, and I go, oh, so what part of Baltimore are you going to? And he literally goes, First Street.
That is hilarious. In some, dude, I forget what city I was doing shows at, but every street was just from the alphabet A through Z.
Yeah.
If you ever get pulled over by the cops, so easy. Where you headed? Z Street. Z and T.
I mean, that's what DC is. DC is like A through Z or whatever. Yeah. And then
so what happened?
So he goes First Street, and I look at him, and I had this moment where I look at him, I go, First Street's not in Baltimore. And was I 100% sure? No, but I was like 95% sure there's no First Street in Baltimore. I look at him, I go, there's no First Street in Baltimore, man. He goes, well, I think I'm going to. I go, who lives in Baltimore? I started like asking him questions to figure out if he was lying or not. I go, who's in Baltimore? And then he just like panicked, and he's like, and I go, man, I'm not giving you shit because I just don't believe you.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, and then like you know you could tell when just someone's fumbling or lying. Yeah. And I'm like, well, if you're fumbling this hard, like obviously what just happened is not accurate, right?
Yeah.
And so whatever, I was like, all right, man, cool, I'm not gonna do this, and I just walked away, and he's just standing there, and he was like yelling at me, but like whatever. So but that same thing, 2 weeks later, I was actually talking to my boy Andrew Schultz. He's from New York, and I told him about it, and he's like, yeah, man, that's like an age-old scam that they do like all of the time.
But what would be really funny is if like he actually was going to Baltimore and he was going to First Street.
I know.
And he gets there and he's all like sad and crying. They're like, hey, where's the bottle? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it.
I would feel
I didn't remember
so
the
bad.
address.
I would feel so bad.
Yeah.
But yo, after I found out that it was like a scam, maybe like 2 to 3 months later, a different person tried to do it to me again, and he did it way worse. Like the first time the dude was really good at it, but the dude tried to do it and he was so bad. And he
Just says Grey Goose on like a Fiji bottle. This is Grey Goose, man. That's what I would do. I'd walk around with Voss and be like, dude, that's a $4 bottle.
yeah, I'm like, that's Canada Dry. That's not even the right color.
It's like Costco water.
He tried to do it to me, and he hit me, and it hit on the ground. And he like,
So it's walking up and down stairs?
yeah. So you're walking up from the subway stairs, and then the person's walking down from
So
the
who
street.
cleans up the broken glass?
I mean, it's New York, dude. I mean, there's dead rats.
There's already glass on the broken glass.
Yeah, there's like rat shit and human shit everywhere. No one
crazy.
cares about grass. But it's just funny because the dude tried to do it to me, and again, he did it really badly, and he hit into me, and it broke. And he goes, "Oh man!" And I go, "Nah." I just keep walking.
That is funny. The tricks of the trade of the city is massive when you learn the like the loopholes and just the shit that people try to pull on you.
Oh, I got.
I mean, the amount of times that I grew up like an hour outside of LA, and a thing me and my friends would do in high school would drive down to Venice and just like we'd buy like a pipe or like a little like bong or something. Be like, this is the sickest thing ever. But there'd always be guys selling their mixtapes, you know? And we're just like 5 kids that are just like, you know, too young to be out roaming like that. Every time we would buy the mixtapes because we're just like, yeah, of course. And all the people that live there, they're just like, man, like they'll put the headphones on, you say good stuff, and then you'd be like, all right, man, here's $5, but like you can keep the CD. But all of us would like go home with the CD and we're like, you listen to track 7 yet?
Is it? I've never even attempted. Is it bad? Is it like bad music?
Where was I talking? I must not have been talking about it on here because I remember one time I went home. I actually bought a CD once, and I went home and like track 7 was just 50 cents.
No. So what? He had like one or
Just
two
burn the
tracks.
CD and like put a few on there, and then you're just like, I'm gonna just bank the rest with 50 cents. Which, you know.
Yeah. So, dude, I mean, listen, I respect the hustle so much.
But yeah, dude, one of my friends still gets guilt tripped in that today. Like every time we go there, as a 26-year-old, like he'll be walking down the street and we'll be like, yo, where's he at? And we look back and he's like with the headphones on. He's like, it's pretty good stuff, right? Because this ain't even me. It's just such a funny visual.
Every single time people are like, you like rap music? I go, nah.
Or I just yell something crazy and I'm just like, it's tax season. Or I just go, I'm lactose intolerant. And then I just run off like I have to shit.
Chimichangas.
I did that the other day. I got a telemarketer call, which during a pandemic, where are they calling from their house though? Is there a call center?
That's so funny.
It's so funny. I called the guy the other day on tech support and I heard a dog in the background. I was like, what the fuck? It's just weird knowing that like calling somebody, I was talking, just even Gabe said, it's like you call tech support or customer support, that dude's in their house. They got their pants off. They probably jerked off an hour ago. And he's like, yes, what you want to do to restart? No, you restart. Put your pants on.
You restart. I can smell the semen on your keyboard, sir.
Yeah, you can hear the sort of reverb of a bathroom that they're in at the
Yeah,
moment. Yeah,
Right, because they're in a fight with their wife, and so the wife is like, get in the bathroom.
Right.
That's a weird place to go. What was I talking about?
You were talking about that you bought a CD and your buddy bought it as a 26-year-old man.
Right.
Venice.
We're
We're gonna get back there. Oh, you were talking about tech support.
tech support.
Tech support. You called. Oh, you said you called Cameo, right?
Oh, lactose intolerant.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I got a random call and they're like, hey, we want to call about your like, it's what is it? The radio shit for the car, XM radio.
Yeah.
Also,
No
what a
one-
shit name. There's AM, there's FM, and they're like, well, what if there's X?
X.
Is there titties on there? Then get the X out. Anything with an X in the front got to be sexual.
Yeah.
Xanax, sexual. Xylophone, don't know if that starts with an X.
Dude, even
It
when
does, and it's sexual.
Is it?
Oh,
Xylophone. Is that the one or is that an accordion?
Xylophone's the one that looks like a piano, but you hit it with the mallets.
yeah, the little
Ooh.
bing bang. Yeah, you
I wish I was
you
good at
ever
those.
fucked to that music? Damn. Can you
Nah,
imagine?
I fucked to somebody playing the triangle. Every stroke, I'd let him ding, and he goes ding, ding, ding. Somebody's like, well, somebody answer the goddamn door.
Dude, I heard one of my buddies was trying to be like a DJ in college, so he would literally fuck. Yeah.
You had a friend trying to be a DJ in college? If only I had 47 of those friends. Every guy in my frat was like, I am a DJ. They mix like Avicii levels with like fucking God, how I am moving, got me in a trance. And they're like, I'm fucking Skrillex.
Yeah, and you're like,
You're fucking mixing songs that were already made.
you did it on GarageBand.
Yeah, dude, I had so many friends that were like, yo, I'm playing here. And they're like the opening act at like 8 o'clock. And we'd go to support and it's just us, and we're just like at bottle service because we had to pay for it. But it's also like one of those like restaurants where bottle service is just a booth. There's like a family behind us just eating dinner, and we're just like, "You got it, dude!"
Yeah, I mean, those DJs just fucking play. They're just like,
but it's the same thing. How
pause.
friends would come out to my open mic, so I'm not knocking the hustle. But you had a friend in college who was a DJ.
I had a friend in college. Oh, this is just, it's kind of sad to me. So a DJ friend, whatever, but he was also like trying to be a rapper or whatever. So he would like produce his own shit, blah, blah, blah. So what he would do is he would bring girls back and he would have sex with them to his music. That is vile to me. Can you,
so
I mean,
weird.
because I don't even think Usher does that. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to hear my own voice during sex.
No.
I say something, I'm like, who said that?
Yeah, well,
But give it to me. Shut up.
I like to watch myself fuck. Is that very vain?
Nah, I think everybody knows if there's not a mirror in your room, you know where you can get a good angle, a good reflection.
Yeah, Gabe, you like to watch yourself
The
fuck?
worst one I ever had is the YouTube plaque has a mirror in it, like when you get like 100K or like 1 million. And that's a joke one time, like a year ago. I was like, I mean, just for shits and gigs, you know. It was funny, but also
Shits and gigs, what?
I had it in my room and I could see the angle, and I was like, that's kind of cool.
Oh, so you didn't prop it up there? It was just in the right.
Well, I brought it up, and then she was like, "You're such a douchebag," and I was like, "Can I just put it by the bed for like 2 pumps?" And then,
that makes it so much better.
oh yeah,
You know what would be interesting is I wish when I was a kid, like I wish when I was like maybe like 15 or 14, right? I wish I just started taking pictures of my dick. And then so you ever like you ever see those hold on, dude.
I already know where this is going.
But you ever like see those pictures, the time lapse shit?
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
The guy takes pictures of his beard for 10 years.
Yeah, and then you see all those pictures together.
There
That's
is
cool.
probably that on Pornhub already. I would imagine people
I would
upload
love to see
Pornhub.
that.
You can just upload a Pornhub. I think anybody.
You know what's interesting is you're the first person. I didn't know you could just randomly. I didn't know it was like YouTube. I had no idea.
Yeah. There is that aspect of it, and I think you just upload shit.
So there must be like really good amateur shit on there, or is there not? I don't use Pornhub, so I don't really know.
What do you use?
You know what I use? XNXX.
XNXX.
Yeah, you know what, baby cakes.
Well, it's just because it's up on your bookmarks bar.
Yo, that
right
shit
here.
is my
It's
first one.
bookmarked?
It's not bookmarks. I go there so much that it's like when you go to the Safari thing, it's the first one is Patreon, the second one's XNXX.
I always have to delete that. Whenever my phone says like frequently go to Pornhub, I have to delete it from my own mental. Be like, you're better than this.
Why are you on your phone jerking off?
Bro, driving.
You jerk off with your phone a bunch?
What?
Hold on, what?
No, I
Now I definitely feel like you do.
sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you in the bathroom.
What are you talking about?
I like to bring my laptop. in
You
there.
got your own room, buddy. You can't jerk off in your own room?
Who said I'm at my house?
Whose house are you at?
Whoever's I broke into. The criminal did not steal anything. He just jerked off onto a duvet cover.
That's real. That's real by the thousands. There was this dude that
Well, I'm saying there's all types of shit, you know? Sometimes I'm laying in bed. I'm like, God, the laptop's over. That's too far.
Yeah, but the surfability of your phone for these sites are not optimal. You can't. There's the flow of it is just off on the phone. Everything's herky jerky. It's not big enough.
Herky jerky.
Yeah,
You
it's a
fucking
new beef jerky
skydiving with your
company.
cock out?
No, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
What on the phone is just too small. I need to see that dick.
But you don't really want to watch, like, people film amateur stuff like on their phones vertically now too. So you're watching it on your phone
fits the
makes
screen.
sense, you know?
That's when it fits the screen long way. I'm like, y'all done figured it out. YouTube doesn't even know how to fucking do that.
Right.
Yes.
That shit.
To this, what you guys are talking about, 100%.
Yeah, that's the shit.
But motherfucker, the way majority of shit is shot in landscape.
Well, I don't even honestly. Sometimes I don't even like that shit that's super shot up and like
I
too
hate it.
produced. There's echo in the house. I hate it. Some girls yelling, just echoing. My headphones are blasting off.
I've said this 600 times. I don't need a narrative. Don't show me a narrative. I don't get. What is this, Titanic? I don't give a fuck.
Dude, somebody sent me.
Put the penis in your mouth.
Did I send you that meme somebody sent me? God, it was somebody. It was talking about you, and it was no. It was like when somebody.
I didn't think you were gonna say that.
No. It was just like when a dude in the porn talks to the camera, and then the picture of the meme's like, "Motherfucker, did I ask you to speak?"
yeah. That's exactly how I feel. The dudes that are so vocal, shut the fuck up. No one's here for you. No one's. It would be like watching a basketball game and the cheerleader just the entire time is cheering. Nobody is here for you.
Jesus.
I'm here to watch for real. No one goes to a goddamn NBA game like, oh, I can't wait to watch the cheerleaders.
Oh no, man.
There's
It's the same people that go to Hooters to just talk to their waitresses.
Dude.
Hooters is the most depressing place on goddamn earth.
It is, dude. But I was in where was it? Oh, I was in Fort Myers, Florida the last time I went to Hooters. And bro, the women that worked there, God,
Oh, they're
damn, it was, dude. They were closing up. They were about to close. Like we went there late. You ever like talk to restaurant or the servers when they're about to close? They don't want nothing to do with you.
no.
We're done. Get the fuck out.
'Cause they're not getting paid to smile anymore.
Nope. Them, they're excited. It was. I've been to Hooters before, but I'm
If
talking
you're
about.
under fucking 40, they're stoked that you're coming in there.
That's true. That's true. But I will say, like pound for pound, I mean, I've probably been to, let's say, 15 to 20 different Hooters. The one in Fort Myers,
Weird
Florida.
flex.
No, I'm just saying, like I've been to enough to know that, like,
Yeah, I got a couple notches in the belt, No, I know what you're saying. But
You know what I mean?
Fort Myers, Florida,
But
they got the best ones.
bad. Like I'm talking
Every
about
Hooters
bad.
does have like you're like, well, they have calendars. They have Hooters calendars.
When was the last one? The last Hooters I've been to before the Fort Myers one? The women that were like attractive, but I was like, okay, this is like Hooters hot.
Yeah,
But like that one was like, I'll date everyone in this motherfucker.
The saddest thing I did was Postmate Hooters. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, that's atrocious.
There was nothing sexual about it.
When do you ever go to Hooters for sex?
Huh?
What?
Not sex, sexual.
Sexual.
There's
Okay.
no sexual tension, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like you're trying to order, you're stuttering words. You're like, I'll get the chicken tit breast. Ma'am, I love you. What are you doing on Saturday? What the fuck was that?
Yeah. She goes, you want thighs? You want breast? Breast, bitch. Breast. Who orders thighs in this?
It's
bitch?
always weird seeing people on dates at Hooters. It's like, what? Just cheat already, dude.
Why are you bringing? Yeah, it's your 6-month anniversary. You fucking bring your girl. I would be so upset. Is there a dude restaurant like that? Like
I
who like
think
just
there
cocks?
is, right? There's also like the tilted kilt, which is like Hooters, but like the girls wear tilts, skirts. What are they?
Skirts.
Skirt.
There's one in Myrtle Beach.
Tallywhackers?
Tallywhackers.
That would just be weird. You're like placing an order and dude's balls dragging on the table.
I mean, dicks are not attractive. Like they're not.
No.
To be a girl and to be in the process of hooking up with a new dude and just rolling the dice that he has a normal looking dick, because you've seen some disgusting looking like smashed granola bar dicks. You've seen those.
On porn.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, every single time, every single new dude, every girl's like, fuck, I hope this doesn't look atrocious.
Yeah, I'm like, you should find a new industry, man. Get out of this video.
Yeah, that's also interesting, right? It's like, what are you doing here? And then those dudes with like the really, really small dicks, stop it.
No, I like those. They make me feel good.
Yeah, but they don't make me feel good because I go, oh, that's my size. I want to see a dude with a massive dick, so I'm like, that's me. That's me right
You
now.
comment, I relate to this video because my penis is also too big for a female. LOL. Very truthful. The comments on porn are so funny to me.
Never read them. I need to. We've had this discussion before. I really need to read them.
They're really funny.
I'm positive. Because how do you comment like with any type of logic when you're rock hard?
You do it after.
How do you still look at porn after you come?
Well,
It is the grossest
You look at
thing
the
to me.
comments for the validation. If somebody be like, how else did you end up here? And you're like, yep, there it is.
I don't really go down them rabbit holes. I heard like a lot of dudes talking about like, oh, I went down a rabbit hole. I ended up watching a monkey, fuck a giraffe. It was really crazy.
I
But
watch that.
I've never. You would?
What?
I would watch it for like
Dude,
if it was like
you know what I
Geographic.
tell you I get down like in the loopholes is like I'll tap on somebody's like Instagram story and they tag somebody and then I'm on their page and then I go to somebody else's page and then I'm on somebody else's page and then I'm like, who's that? And then I'm like, so far I'm like looking at some random dude in like Chugwater, Wyoming, and I'm like, what? How did I get here? And then you like back and you click back and you're like,
Yeah.
all this stemmed from something Ty Dolla $ign posted?
Yeah, that happens so fucking much.
I don't know. I never do it with porn though, really. Oh, I forgot to tell my Fake ID story. Well, circling back, two things. I was on the phone with we were talking about
Holy crap, we're back here?
Yes.
I love it. Let's do it.
No, we were talking about customer service.
Customer
Jesus.
service. Community service.
Yeah, but this lady called, and I was, for whatever reason, I was just like, ma'am, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm currently on the toilet. Can you give me a couple minutes here? And she stayed on the phone. And she's like, I understand. I also am lactose intolerant. And I was like, no, but this is bad. I haven't had a case like this since 2007. And she stayed on the phone. And she started laughing.
Hold the phone. Were you actually shitting?
No,
or were
I
you
was
just
getting
fucking
mail.
around?
She heard airplanes in the background. She's like, where's this man shitting?
Is he outside shitting? She just respects you so much.
You ever shit outside?
Yes.
I did it twice camping. It's weird.
I've already
It's
told
very
you guys,
freeing,
I
though.
shit in a Ross bag. I've shit a bunch of times outside.
If there's any clothing brand to shit in, it's Ross. Slogan. Oh, and then the way I got
like
my fake
Ross.
ID taken real quick, it was like we were all like 19, I think, in Vegas because we were there for our friend's older sister's birthday. And so like all of us went out with our fake IDs to go get food.
Yep.
And we all had the same like Florida shitty IDs.
Yeah.
And then one kid in the group didn't have it. He's like, oh no, I'm not drinking. And I think she ID'd him and be like, well, if these people are drinking, you need one too.
Yeah.
And then she came back and just with a stack, she goes, all these are confiscated. You guys should leave ASAP.
Fuck.
I'm just like, yep. But I just remember how like we like gave it to her. Florida. And they're like, what?
Yeah, there's no way you're from Florida being like, yeah, dude, I got my fake ID confiscated like literally like 2 weeks before my fucking 21st. I was
Really?
rage. Yeah, I was down at the beach, and I lived there for like the 3.5 months of the summertime, and I got mine. Oh no, this is what happened, dude. I got mine yanked 2 weeks into me being at the beach, so then I couldn't do shit. It was atrocious. Like everyone was going out every fucking night.
Yeah.
Like dope ass bars or whatever, bringing back girls. And I'm just like at the house. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't fucking go. It was fucking awful.
I had a fake ID all of freshman year of college, which was great.
That's
but then
amazing.
also everybody finds out who's got a fake.
Yeah.
And they'd see me like Thursday around like 4 or 5 heading to the liquor store. And they're like, hey, Trev, can you give me $20? And I'm coming back with a backpack and somebody asshole's like, can you give me a 30 pack? Yeah, let me sneak a 30 pack into the dorms, which I did. Thank you. You're welcome.
Good for you.
But also it's like, just get a fifth, smaller backpack.
Yeah, I always said no to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say no to everyone. I don't know.
But this girl was hot.
The thing is, I'm not getting arrested or getting my fake ID taken for you. If I'm getting it taken, I want to be like, oh, this is for me.
Yeah. I don't think I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Have you ever bought anything for like a younger kid?
Oh, alcohol? Nah.
I never have either. I see so many like movies and shit where like someone, Gabe, you ever done that?
It's just like in this world,
No, right?
everything seems like a sting operation. Like
Everything,
that. I'd
dude.
be like, are you wearing a fucking wire? He's like, no, man, I'm just trying to party with my friends for like prom. And I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Hold the
prom.
gun.
Yeah, is it prom or you the fucking FBI, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, my first fake ID was atrocious. It was like that. The one from my fraternity brother that sort of looked like me, and my second one was from Virginia. And like, if you took a real Virginia ID and put it next to my fake one, it looked like it was from like the paint by numbers thing. It just looked so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And people like still accepted it. I think people just want something. Like bouncers.
Which for the cameras, I think at liquor
Yes,
stores, that's
dude.
like they showed something. So from that view, they can't get in trouble.
You know what's fucked, dude? I bartended for a while, and the law. I don't know if it's America's law, but I know in New York, if someone gives you a fake ID, and you like accept the fake ID, and you serve them, and something like happens to them, you're responsible. Can go to prison, and you can get a huge fucking fine.
Yeah.
And my whole thing of that is like, dude, I'm not a professional. Know what a fake ID looks like.
Yeah.
It's like how it's just crazy how like that's my responsibility. When I found that out, I got like kind of nervous.
Well, I also got a fake ID, and then on mine, I changed something stupid, like my middle name or last name.
Yeah.
But that's identity theft, because that's not you. So you can get fucked
What do you mean?
because you're pretending to be somebody else.
Oh,
So my name was like Trevor something, and that's identity theft versus
Wow.
And I didn't know until after I ordered it, and then like half the group was like, yeah, we just did our normal name. So I was like, yeah, but what if they find that ID somewhere? Then they can like trace you back
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
But like,
yeah.
yeah, but now you're pretending to take somebody's whole ass identity because you're
Fuck.
not Trevor, whatever Smith. You know, you are. You're impersonating that person.
Oh wow! So if you have a fake ID that's someone else's, you can get 100%. I mean that is identity theft.
Yeah, it's more so. I think if you get an ID, well, yeah, I think both.
Wow.
But also ours was like handmade, and they're like, "What do you want as your last name?" Like,
was yours good? Was it like?
It was decent. Like it had the holographics. It was pretty solid. I think I paid like $100 for it.
Yeah, mine. You know how like holograms, like they're sort of like inside the ID. They don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like it looks like an actual fucking hologram. My shit was like, it looks like it was screen printed on.
Yeah.
Like it looked ish like a hologram, but it was like
the material fell off from mine.
Yeah.
It felt like a library card. Also, I remember so I had two. That the two floor ones, because you bought two or whatever the fuck. The first one I got taken in Vegas, and then the second one, I remember this bouncer. This was kind of by my hometown at one of the bars. He took out like a little he had like a gold necklace on, and underneath he pulled it up and it had like a little like monocle on it, like a magnifying.
Jesus Christ!
And he pulled out a booklet of what to look for each state, and it was like Florida. And then he like looked for that thing. The second he pulled that necklace out, I was like, oh, we're fucked. I was like, if you don't even care about what the information is and if the card looks real, but he just had a cheat sheet that was like, Florida, look for this. He pulled the monocle, and then he was like, you guys should go. Cops are on the way. And we're like, "Wee."
Jesus. That whole like, the whole like, I'm going to buy his fake IDs, but does it scan? That was like the biggest thing.
You know,
like, does it scan?
Yeah. The stupidest thing about that whole thing, I remember, is this bar was 18 and up, but obviously you had to be 21 to get alcohol. Yeah. But if you were 21, it was $2 cheaper. So in my head, I was like, "Oh, dude, I got a fake ID. I'll save $2 and use my fake." So had I just not, like, if I was just like, "Yeah, I'm underage," I still could have got in with my normal ID. I just would have had to pay like $2 extra more.
Right, but then you couldn't. But you would get like a wristband or something.
I don't know what it was.
21.
There's always ways to finesse that shit.
Of course,
I saw this trend.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this trend where people put glue. Have you guys seen this? They put glue over their palm. Because glue shows up clear, and then when they write the X on it, you can peel off the glue. Because ultimately, if you're in the bathroom trying to wash it off, there's usually some assistant in there who's like handing out paper towels and shit. But like this, you can just like peel it off.
Why don't they just do wristbands? Wristbands are like you can get 14 million for like 11 cents.
Yeah, but then there's like the people that are like leaving. Like, you want my wristband? And you slide it on. I mean, honestly, dude, if you're inside the bar, you can get alcohol somehow. Like you're just like, hey, can you buy me a drink? That's where I think people would be like, can you buy me a drink? Like, sure.
Well, I remember there's so many rules where you only could buy 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And then it got crazy at the bar we always went to in college. It got crazy to a point where you can only get 1 drink at a time. And you're like, but the big thing was like fucking double fisting. Woo!
Well, also like nothing
shots.
makes you feel like less like or like more of a bitch when you're like, I got next round for everybody. You're like taking shot orders, you're memorizing. You go to the bar, guys, like, I need to see IDs for everybody. You're like, bitch. And you show up with 1 drink. You're like, guys, we can split it.
Yeah. I mean, what
the IDs for everybody? It's like we're already in the bar.
Yeah, that's never made any sense to me. I've had so many conversations about this. It's like we've already checked everyone's ID. Everyone already went through the first. That's the thing that fucking kills me about airports. It's like, why do you have to check my fucking itinerary 100 times? I'm already through the bitch.
Yeah.
You know, they check it 3 different times, and I'm like, how did I get through the first one?
Yeah. Very
annoying. But dude, what's so funny is talking about all these like bars when you were in college makes me want to get fucking hammered right now.
Dude.
I don't even really love drinking.
I love day drinking. I'm a big day.
Really?
It's just so fun. You feel like, I talk about it a little bit in my stand-up. I just feel like you beat the system. You're just walking around afterwards. Like we're hammering in Santa Monica. There's people out there going for a stroll, getting their steps in, just getting their, the calories. And you're like, I'm fucking hammered. See, there's something about that where you're like, I beat it. I gained the hack.
It's funny. I wish my brain did that. My brain goes, I'm a loser. My brain goes, I am wasted. People are making money right now, and I'm 6 Jack Daniels deep, can barely walk. I am a loser.
Yeah,
I wish I didn't think like that.
I think like that when I'm hungover.
Okay.
But the people that go out day drinking, you got some sexy people.
What?
You got some sexy people be day drinking.
Is it like a law?
No.
Oh, you talking about the people that come with you sexy?
What?
The people that come with you sexy?
Everybody.
The people that's around sexy?
Everybody.
Or people sexy because you're drunk?
Yeah. Well,
what is it about drinking that makes everyone hot? I'll fuck a rhinoceros when I'm hot.
When you're hot?
I mean, when I'm drunk.
You're like, I'm feeling hot. Bring a rhino. Dude, I don't know. There's something about like bars. There's that energy where it's dark and you can't see, but it's like something about daytime where like your vision is so clear you can see across the other bar, and you're like, I see woman. Like it's very just like it's very. I don't know. It just seems like clear. It's more fun, I think.
Do you ever like? I mean, yes. The answer is yes, but like to talk to a woman who's completely sober when you're wasted, like having that work is a zero-sum game.
Well, it's
because you're like, the fucking sun in your eyes, fucking, and she's like, you're drunk, and this is Comcast. Well, get out of here.
Comcast. Well, it's also like that'll happen a lot of times where like a friend of mine is talking to some girl, so I like go in to help and do whatever the fuck just hold conversation, and then I'll be like, oh, well, no drink in your hand, huh? And she's like, I don't drink, and you're like, where do I go from this?
It's over.
Where do I?
It's over.
You don't want to get Capri Sun? She's like,
you don't drink like ever? Like no water? You don't even want a water? You don't need a water.
Yeah, when people tell you don't drink at a bar, it's just like baffling. You're just like, wow.
I've been in that situation so many times, though, especially. But dude, I mean, like as a comic, especially if you're like in between shows, like people,
it's a normal thing.
But if you don't drink, dude, people do not know what to say next.
Yeah.
And I've been in a situation where I'm like, do you want to drink? And they say no, and it's just like you're like, oh, okay, well I'm wasted, and that happens. But it happens a lot, like again, in between shows. Because like I don't like to drink, I'll drink after shows, but I just don't like drink during. Exactly. And so like in between shows, people like try to buy you shots, and you got to be like, no, I don't drink, and then they like assume you have a problem, and you're like, no, I don't want to drink. Before. And you guys sit there explain it, and they're wasted, they don't get it, and then they still try to buy you a drink, and it's like, what's happening here?
Or I'll just take the drink and be like, for sure, like the amount of people that bring me White Claws to shows, and like they expect me to just shotgun it. Like with them at the meet and greet, I'm like, I appreciate it. Yeah. Let's save this, and then I'll either just like drink in the hotel room later, or I'll be like, I'll have it on the next show. But
yeah, it's well, dude. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't. You said you've been drunk a little bit doing stand up. I just don't. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just. I'd rather just be very like in the moment, in the zone.
Yeah, Gabe, you like day drinking?
I used to.
There it is.
Oh, hilarious. Motherfucker!
Gabe is sober.
Gabe is sober.
I used to be
sober.
A big fan. Day drinking.
Well, it's also
day
just
drugs.
Day drugs.
Day drugs are good.
Also, very early morning drugs.
Very early morning drugs.
4 a.m. Well, I also think I only like day drinking when the weather's nice. Let me put that out. Like if it's December and you're day drinking, you got problems. All right.
Yeah, you can't day drink in Seattle.
People actually get fucking lit off eggnog. That's the most depressing shit ever. That shit is so thick. Goddamn eggnog, thick as hell.
Eggnog is disgusting. What do you think's thicker, Mike? Cum or eggnog?
Probably not. No, eggnog.
Eggnog is disgusting,
bro. It's literally like Elmer's glue.
Yeah, you could wear it. I think.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? But eggnog is a thing that I take. I take one sip and I'm like, oh, this is fucking amazing.
2 sips.
2 sips. Okay, fine. 3 sips. I'm like, I have diabetes and I hate myself.
What drink does that for me? But I can usually have one. Then afterwards, I'm like, that's a little much. It's a White Russian. You ever had one of those?
I've never had one.
Really?
No, I've made a million of them, but I've never had them.
Have you?
Yeah, I was
pretty
good,
dude.
Big Lebowski fan.
Yeah.
So
when he drinks them, fuck.
They're pretty good.
Have you ever seen Big Lebowski?
I have. I have seen that movie.
We need to make a list
of
the movies that you've
Black
seen.
Hawk Down.
Marley and Me.
Marley and Me.
Big Lebowski.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, a lot of Jim Carrey stuff.
You said Anchorman?
Anchorman.
I'm trying to think of a movie. Did you ever see Wedding Crashers?
I did see Wedding Crashers.
Good. Okay. I was trying to think of a movie that's like funny.
I love all Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, those guys, you know. Step Brothers. Wait, what is that?
Yeah, Step Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Step Brothers.
Yeah, Step Brothers.
My mind was in the porn world. I was like, what? Super Bad? Huh?
Super Bad? Amazing.
I mean, I've seen a lot of comedy movies. One movie I've never seen, and I'm probably going to get smoked for this, but like everybody loves it as a comedic film, is Hot Rod. Have you guys seen it?
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I feel like it's got like a little like following.
Yeah, it's got a little cult following. It's good. It's funny. It's silly.
You know, a movie I hated and everyone was sucking this movie's dick is Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow.
Everyone was like, "Fucking, hey, it's so funny. It's fucking be." I watched it like with high hopes, and I was like,
"When did you watch it?
It's garbage." I don't know, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was.
There's so many movies where after you go back and watch them, like later on, you're like, how did I?
Right. That's why. But I'm scared to watch like some of my favorite movies as a kid. Yeah. I'm scared to watch them again because I don't want to ruin them.
Some of them hold up though.
Like I'm scared to watch Ace Ventura. I really am.
I watched it the other night.
Fire?
Still great.
Oh, okay. I need to rewatch
Just because it's like it's it's like watching highlights of MJ, you know?
Right, that's
like,
good.
This was Jim Carrey's prime. You
Yep.
gotta understand. So like this is what got him famous. I mean, yeah, it's some you go back and you're like, ooh. But
Yeah, I recently watched a Jim Carrey movie when he tries his dramatic stuff.
which one is that?
Oh God, Gabe, can you look this up for
Truman
me?
Show?
Say again?
Truman Show?
No,
I've
it
seen
was,
that.
it was a more obscure film. He was like,
Was it recent?
I think it was like maybe 2009, 2010, something like that. So not super recent, but he was a detective in like Sweden or Germany, and he was investigating like this, essentially this like sex slavery club or cult, I guess, for lack of a better word. Jim Carrey, and he had an accent. And
Oh, you're talking about Yes Man.
I've seen Yes Man.
He has a shaved head in it, Gabriel. But it's just, and I wanted to root for him. I wanted to root for the film. I wanted to root for his performance, but it was. I mean, the movie itself was just bad. So like his performance didn't even really matter.
Yeah.
It was just so. Yeah, I was watching with my mom, by the way. I think that probably hindered it as well because my mom was like watching a fucking movie about sex. What's it called?
Dark Crimes.
Dark Crimes.
Sharknado.
Yes. Sharknado. Never saw it. People loved it.
Well, they loved it because it's like a funny thing you love.
Oh, they laughed at it.
It's like a running joke, but like the CGI on it is just so funny because I think it was made for like under $1 million or like $2 million or something. So like the CGI is just hilarious. It's just like there's like sharks like raining, and you're like, what?
Oh, so
but there's like dramatic acting in it, and you're like, this is somebody's like big. They got that call like you booked Sharknado.
It's so terrible, man. It's so terrible to think about that.
Book shit. So shout out Sharknado.
I was actually having a conversation with my buddy about this. Like, people always think that like, how do I verbalize this? Like, talent. For me, talent always rises to the top, right? So even if you're like, oh, dude, I can't believe that guy booked it. He's so untalented. All he is hot. No. He's talented as fuck because do you know how many motherfuckers audition for that shit? I mean, you've auditioned for a bunch of stuff. Like, it's not an easy thing.
No.
And they're not going to just give a role to someone because he has a good face. He has to be, or she. It has to be, they have to be so fucking talented because there's a million people that are hot. Like, what's the dude that was in the Twilight films? Not Edward, but
Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner. Everyone was like, oh, he fucking sucks. Blah, blah, blah. He's not even, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool, yes. But there was 1,500 people that auditioned for that as hot or hotter than that dude, and he beat them all out. So he is a talented actor. You know, I think I just don't like when people are like, oh, he fucking sucked. I mean, maybe in the film, but I'm telling you, he has talent to get that. They're not going to throw.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound like I was shitting on that person, but you know.
Oh, the Sharknado thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't. I just made me think about that. I'm just saying, like, the audition process for that dude or for whoever you're talking about, like the dude, like the. It's always hard to tell, like, does the performance suck or does the movie suck around the performance and just makes it shit?
It's that.
Oh, the movie sucks.
Because it's dramatic acting, but it's just like the CGI is so incredibly.
right.
Like, it's hard to
like buy into.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I understand. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so fuck. What the fuck was I gonna say about Jim Carrey? Oh, I don't know. I guess what I was gonna say was like it's just so weird watching that type of film like with my mom next to me.
Yeah.
Did your mom ever like close your eyes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do mom like take classes? Because so many moms.
How do they always know a titty is about to pop up? Because it's like you wouldn't close it until it's on screen.
Yeah.
But it would be before. She'd be like, close your eyes. I'm like, what's on there?
Well, I think you'd know. Like movies don't make you.
That's true.
You're
During
not just
the sex scenes.
Yeah.
But then my ears are still open.
Yeah.
ASMR, I'm hard.
I'm hard.
I'm hearing somebody heavy breathing. They just ran a mile. It doesn't even matter. I'm hard.
It's also odd because your mom's hands are on your eyes as you're hard, and you're like, huh?
And if you listen to this podcast, you know Michael would have his mom. So
I wouldn't fuck my mom, okay?
I am not a crook.
that sounds like something who would fuck their mom would say.
I'm just going to dice it up for you. I've said this before. I'll say it again. My mom, as a fucking 21, 22, 25-year-old, was bad. So
What happened at 26?
she got in a car accident. No. No, just
Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted this message. Your mom back in the day.
my mom back in the day, super bad. So all I'm gonna say is, if I went back in the future and someone did not tell me that she was my mom, I would bang, zero problem. And you can't say that you wouldn't. If you went back in time and you saw this badass bitch with the fucking perfect boobs and the goddamn motherfucking ass legs, and she was cool, and you were day drinking, and you banged her, and then someone from the future came up to you and was like, that's your mom.
And she invites you over for dinner, and you go, Grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted that whole thing.
Thank you, dude.
I
It's
didn't want to give
different.
off the wrong message.
It's
here.
different. Like I don't want to fuck my mom ever. But if I didn't know she was my mom, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that my mom
So,
back in the day was objectively
If
bad.
you suddenly got Alzheimer's.
Bang, 100%, no problem. but
Who is this lady breastfeeding me?
let's have you go. Oh, that tastes familiar.
Is that tapioca? Is that eggnog?
Oh fuck.
Wow.
I'm just saying, man. Both of y'all can't look me in the face and say that you wouldn't do it. Have you seen pictures of your moms back
Dave,
in the
do we
day?
have any sock talks coming up?
Well, I didn't want. How come you don't want to talk about this, man? Because you know the answer is yes. Okay. Let's get some sock talks.
All right, sock talk.
Sock talk. Gabe, would you fuck him?
This is a question from Cody Fellumley, who wants to know who would make a better president, Michael or Trevor?
Ooh, fuck.
Not cool. I get too impatient. I bet, man, this country's dumb. I'm going to Russia. I would sell out so quick too. Like,
You think so?
Like if North Korea hit me up, they're like, "Yo, we could do like a steak dinner and like 100 mil." I'd be like, all right.
They go, you ever heard of Outback? you throwing a blooming onion, I'll give it a goddamn atomic bomb coat.
Outback Steakhouse, blooming onion with a Hooters waitress. Where the fuck do I sign?
I want to have sex with a girl with a Hooters costume on. That sounds so hot to me.
A costume? You mean what they wear at work?
No, I don't. But she doesn't have to be a Hooters waitress. I'm just saying I like to have sex with a girl and just have
Do
like
they
a Hooters.
sell them on the
100%.
internet? Probably.
100%. That's so funny if you worked at TGI Fridays and just wore the Hooters outfit. I'm trying to like answer this honestly. I think
I think you would for sure.
I think you're right, but I would rather kill myself than be president. I just yeah. It was just a horror. It's just a lot of it's just so many layers to it, dude. The only thing that I actually would like to be president for is to know all the goddamn secrets. The first thing I'm like, yo, are aliens real?
Yeah.
First thing, show
I'll
me
be like-
Fort Knox. Bring me to Fort Knox. Is there gold in this goddamn
I feel
thing?
like in every movie and every cartoon under the president's like desk, like the one in the Oval Office, they got like a button that's like bomb. Like I just want to see if that's real. Or like rocket launcher.
Right.
Just like the one that just click and just shoots with no agenda. It just shoots up.
Yeah.
I would just walk around. I'll be like, who was banging in here?
Mine would just say Sprite. Just Sprite.
I would just like to see, yeah, like, well, that's weird.
Yeah,
That sounds stupid.
Chappelle said this, but I think it's so funny. He goes, "You ever like try to like White House is a weird house. Try to fuck in the White House." He goes, "With Abraham Lincoln just fucking above you, it's weird. It's weird. Like, can you imagine like having a rough sex with your wife in that fucking house? It's just ghosts and shit in there."
Yeah, this is weird. It's so big, it would echo so much. Like, that's just Mr. President.
Yeah, but and also there's always Secret Service out just listening to you rock hard.
Always protected, right?
Always protecting you. So they don't just go away. So if you're going ham on the first lady, telling her to wear a Hooters waitress and stuffing avocado seeds inside of her, the fucking...
Is this still the avocado seed episode?
Yes. What is the question? Oh, President. But yeah, the Secret Service is going to know. And listen.
Yeah, but they probably cover their ears too.
Nah, they're into it. Just like that dude.
You against the door?
Just like that dude who wrote in and said that his stepdad and his mom was banging and he got a little aroused by listening to it just because of the sex sounds. I guarantee you there's a goddamn Secret Service person that's listening outside as, you know, George Bush was giving it to Barbara.
That was probably the interview to be a Secret Service. They just play back some presidential porn. Like, are you hard? He's like, nothing, sir. And they're like, you're hired.
Nothing, sir.
No
And he
movement,
salutes.
sir. Penis is flaccid, sir. Get blue chew, sir.
What's a Freemason? What's a Freemason?
It's a mason jar that was free.
Well, good. I'm glad we.
I don't know.
Freemason is like it's like this whole conspiracy how like the whole country was built on Freemasons. It's like a club of like high, rich, wealthy people that like run the political spectrum, if you will.
I don't know.
Oh, I know, man. I was hoping Gabe would pipe in and let me know what a goddamn Freemason is.
Freemason is like a secret society of
so I
just
killed
like
it.
older. Yeah, I think it's just like old dudes.
Right.
Everyone says the Masons are, like it's like the sort of people that run the world or whatever. But I've been to like Freemason lodges. They have a bunch of them around LA, and they just look like kind of like churches. It's just like old guys hanging out.
I've
kinda,
seen
like a social
those. There's
club.
one in Santa Monica that used to
Yeah.
go walk past. They would just play pool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I think it's just like kind of like a social club, honestly.
It's like a more lit retirement home.
yeah.
Dudes only. Could you imagine being like 67 and be like, get your wife out of here. It's dudes only.
Dude, I would caddy at a country club that was dudes only. And the only time that women were allowed on there was for Christmas dinner.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it.
Where was this?
It was called Burning Tree Country Club in Maryland. Like really, I mean, obviously Maryland's next to DC, so a lot of the very, very wealthy congressmen and shit, like political people, lived in Maryland because it was like right outside DC where they work. And so there was just it was like $200,000 to belong to this place like per year to have a golf membership, like crazy. So everyone's wealthy as fuck. The craziest thing is there's no women around, so the dudes felt as though they could act however they wanted. There's no dignity. They don't have to be dignified because there's no women around, right? So motherfucker, bro, I would be caddying for these people, and they would be in the middle of the fairway taking a piss. You didn't have to wear a shirt.
I wish
nothing.
I could do that. Just like in the middle of this podcast. I always have to pee around this time. You said that. I was like, that'd be so cool.
I gotta pee a little bit too.
I always got to pee.
So what do we say about the president? I'd be a better president.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
we have another
Let's
one,
get
sir?
into a secret sock.
Okay.
All right. This is an anonymous listener who says, when I was 4 years old, I was jealous my sister got a fish, and I wasn't that smart, so I ate it.
Gang shit, bitch.
I fucking love that. He goes, if I can't have a fish, nobody can have a fish. I'll gonk and just ham that down. I love that. Good for him. What type of fish? Was it
Yeah,
big?
so that was my question. Well, it's either
Catfish?
going to be like a beta fish.
Yeah.
Well, then he's getting his protein. I'd say it's either a beta fish or a goldfish. Those are like the main.
But can you imagine eating a beta fish? The motherfucker's gonna be
I
fighting
can
all the way
imagine
down.
eating any raw fish like that. That wasn't like sushi. Like swimming around, and then you're just like, ah, and then you just eat it.
Do you feel it going down though? Does it swim a little bit? It's gotta
You're just
die
chewing it.
instantly.
Yeah, but also like, how do you explain? Like, if the fish is floating at the top, you're like, okay, it died. But if it's just gone,
Yeah. And then you gotta be like, hey, Arnold, do you know what happened to the fish? And, no. And you see a fin coming out of his fucking mouth.
he's got like grills for the scales. What are you talking about? That's wild, and that's it. See, that's a perfect example of a secret sock because like you would never tell somebody that on a date, but sometimes you're just like, I need to tell somebody.
Yeah, that shows a lot of who you are as a person. To just straight, because there's a lot of ways to do that, and the way
could've
you
just
came
flushed
up
it down
with,
the toilet.
yeah. And
Still cruel regardless.
I don't know, but he flushed it down the toilet. You don't know what's down there, dude. That's a lot of water. It's probably
It's like
chilling.
a water pipe.
Yeah, a little water park.
Yeah.
Because where does it go? It's just a bunch of water into sewage. I'm sure it's not the best water for fishes to be in, or fish to be in. Fishes. It should be fishes. Whoever
tell you
whoever
what.
invented that, fuck you. Goddamn Freemasonry
Fishes?
inventor in that shit.
But it's probably got to be pretty fun because like your whole life is in like a fishbowl. You're doing your own speed. There's no movement. All right. There's no river. It's just a lake. You're chilling. And when you get in that stream,
Yeah.
you're probably just fucking go, just like blasting. You're just like zoned out, just fucking zooted. He's like, this is tight.
You ever seen Toy Story?
Yeah.
I mean, not Toy Story. I'm sorry. Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I've
Remember
seen that.
in the Gulf Stream ship where it goes. Whing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's like. For the
Oh.
fishes.
Ooh.
Fishes. It's fishes. I don't care what you guys say.
Feces.
Fishes.
All right.
Fishes.
It reminded me of something horrible. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh
When I
God.
remember when my brother was in kindergarten, they had a class pet hamster. And to teach the kids responsibility,
no.
every Friday, one kid would get to take the hamster home for the weekend and like take care of it.
Terrible parenting.
Except one Friday, the kids couldn't decide who got to take the hamster home.
Shut up. Shut up. Did they cut it in half?
No, they did a tug of war.
No. Who did? Your brother and his friends?
Just the whole
Like it was a
the whole
fucking Laffy
kindergarten
Taffy?
class. I mean, they didn't like literally like, let's do a game of tug of war, but everyone tried to grab the hamster.
Did it die on
It
impact?
didn't, yeah, it didn't make it.
Well, how come it didn't make it?
I hate teachers that put students in that situation. That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
Can we just talk about this for really quickly? I know we have to get out of here, but let's talk about this. Where was the teacher?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was the teacher? First of all, think about this. Kindergarten teacher. She was probably 22. That's how young these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like
that
we
is.
look at a kindergarten
I have
teacher.
friends
Like,
that are kindergarten teachers,
Dude.
and we're right out of college.
21.
Also, she probably doesn't want to
kindergarten
take care of a hamster anymore. She's like, I'm gonna just bring this in, and now it's a class's pet. Fuck that teacher.
Yeah.
teacher. Class pets are always weird. Did you ever have a class pet?
We a couple of classes had snakes. I remember, bro, my third grade teacher. I believe.
Did you go to school in hell? Why the fuck were there snakes?
I don't know. I remember my teacher, one of us, and like I remember if we were good for an entire month or we got a certain amount of points, whatever the fuck, we got to watch the snake eat a mouse.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
And we were
That's-
pumped.
That's
Would never fly in 2020.
oh my god, dude, that's how you create school shooters. You watch a snake? I mean, first of all, I'm
Like as an
sidebar-
arena, like we would put the
some
tank on the ground and everybody would like lay on their stomachs and just stare at it, be like, "Whoa!" And we'd watch it like attack a mouse.
Here's the thing. Me personally, love it. I think that's fucking awesome. That's so
Dude, we're
that's so
third
entertaining.
grade. It's like third graders are like, "Wow, cool snakes!" But I'm telling you, if that happened in 2020,
No way.
PETA would be knocking ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
it was
does
wild.
PETA draw lines? What about like mosquitoes? Like where do they draw the like what you know what I mean? Flies? Because I know if you're like
I think
Buddhist,
anything with fur, they're on board for it.
yeah. Someone pitched that idea where it's like it's literally just the fur. If you take the fur off all the animals, everyone sucks. Like look at those cats with no fur. I mean, who likes those? Nobody.
I know
Unless
two
you're
friends with them.
yeah, they're insane. Think about your friends with them. They stable? They stable people? No.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. Actually, we gotta go. So guys, dude,
Avocado nut.
guys, you guys are awesome. As I say, always go on iTunes, rate, subscribe, and review. It really helps us out. We love y'all. Stay safe. Boom, boom, bang, bang.